Hello everyone and welcome. This is going to be episode 1 of a new player's guide that I'm working on for the game League of Legends. This video in particular, I'm going to be going over the very basics of the game, like the map layout, the basic objective, and how to get gold as well as items. So, without further ado, let's get started. This map that I'm on right now is called Summoner's Rift. Summoner's Rift is going to typically be a 5 versus 5 game type. I say typically because every once in a while the developers at Riot will mess with the map some, and we'll have just like random special events. So as a quick overview of the map, you have 3 different lanes. You have top lane, mid lane, and the bottom lane. Starting up at the top with top lane, these champions are going to typically be your tanks, your bruisers, people that build like a little bit of armor, magic resist, maybe some health, but then they focus primarily on damage items. And then your split pushers. Split pushers are champions that will generally do really well in a 1v1 or even a 1v2, and they also deal decent damage to structures, like this tower right here. Moving on it to the mid lane, these are typically going to be your mages or your assassins. Most of the time, your goal in mid lane is going to be to kill these minions really quickly, so that you can go and roam. You want to go and influence bot lane, or you want to go influence top lane, or even go help your jungler go take the neutral objectives in the rivers here. Next up, we have the duo lane, which is bot lane. In past seasons, this lane was always an ADC, which is like a ranged champion that deals or scales well with attack damage, which is actually what I'm playing right now. But in recent years, we've seen a bit more mages in bot lane, so I just wanted to go over like what an ADC was, so that even if I'm playing with a mage in the bot lane, you guys know that if I call it an ADC, you know what I'm talking about. But I will try and call it a bot lane carry from here on out. So the ADC or bot lane carry is also going to be paired with a support. The supports are typically going to be guardians or enchanters. Guardians are going to be these bigger, beefier looking supports usually. They have a decent bit of crowd control to help you lock down your opponents, as well as a decent bit of survivability. Enchanters are going to be the champions that give your team like heals, shields, as well as random buffs like attack speed buffs or attack damage buffs. In the last position, we have the jungler. Junglers are typically going to be your damage dealers or even tank champions that their abilities specifically do increase damage to minions or monsters. What their goal is they want to go to each of these camps and kill them. You get gold for killing these, so that's how the jungler gets their gold. They don't have the lane minions to kill. But then their secondary goal is that they want to help their laners kill their lane opponents. They're essentially the people that will help turn the tide of the fight. If you have 2 evenly matched lane opponents, it's going to be really hard for either of them to actually get a lead on the other one. So the jungler is the difference maker. They're the ones that go in and try and actually fix that. There are also going to be neutral objectives, like the dragon and the baron. Dragon is going to be this guy right here. It is the jungler's job to help your laners secure it, because dragons give nice buffs that I'm going to explain in later videos where I literally just talk about the dragons. So now we're going to move on to how you get gold as well as items. So the way you get gold is you last hit these minions that I'm attacking right now. If you notice, every once in a while, if I don't last hit them, all I get is I get 60 experience, which shows up right in here, or 30 experience. But if I do last hit them, I get 14 gold. So that is one of the main ways that you get gold, is you want to focus on last hitting these minions as much as humanly possible. That being said, there's going to typically be enemy champions against you. I decided to just do this video in the practice tool quick so I could explain a bit about the basics without random interruptions. You can also kill the enemy champions and get gold. Or as well, if you look at this tower right here, all of the outer towers have what is called turret plating. So each one of these little lines that you get to, like I'm about to, you break it, you get gold. So now what do you do with that gold once you've acquired some of it? Like I have 1400 gold right now. Do is you press your B button so that you recall, which is right here. Just teleports you back to where you spawned. You click on this guy and you open up the shop. Now each champion is going to have their own recommended item build. If you are new to the game, I highly suggest you just follow the recommended item build for now. However, when you start to play the game a little bit more and you understand more about what's going on, what the items actually do, I also highly recommend you experiment with the items and you figure out what works best for you. So now, For the last question, how do you win at a game of League of Legends? It's fairly simple, but also incredibly complicated. So the way that you win is you want to kill you want to kill as many towers as humanly possible. Towers will give you gold, the gold will make you stronger, but your end goal is to push up in one lane or all three lanes or anything in between. You want to kill this guy right here, the enemy nexus. The reason why I say that's really simple is it is, in its purest form. It's really easy to just go push up and kill all of these and then go kill the nexus. However, then you throw in player error, either your own, your teammates, or even enemy teams, as well as the fact that it's also a defense game. You have to be able to defend all of your towers and your inhibitors and all of that fun stuff. It's a lot of back and forth. You have to be able to attack while defending and know when it's best to do each. But yeah, it's pretty much the basics of the game. When you get down into the nitty gritty of it, you want to come up, you want to last hit as many minions as possible. You want to kill your lane opponent if you can, or at the very least just like push them out of lane so that they're not last hitting the lane minions, and then you want to go ahead and take the towers. If you like this video, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more content.